Ocarina of Time set the standard for how dynamic 3D boss fights can be. The gruesome appearance of the bosses, the variety of their attacks, and their tactical weaknesses Link has to exploit are just some of the reasons on how dynamic they are. In a game with great bosses, what are the best boss fights? Do note no mini bosses were considered for the list. Sorry, Dildo Fingers. Twinrova starts off the list at number 5 spot. She is the boss of the Spirit Temple, the last temple in the game. The fight is in 2 parts, the first against the 2 sisters individually, and then against the combined version Twinrova. You use the mirror shield to reflect back either fire or ice attacks to defeat these hags. If the shield mechanics weren't a little clunky, this fight probably would be higher. Number 4 is Bongo Bongo, boss of the Shadow Temple. Bongo Bongo is a pair of hands and a flower-like face that plays the drums and smashes poor Link, who resides on them. This is a fast-paced fight requiring Link to shoot arrows into the hands to stun them. After that, Bongo Bongo reveals his face and is vulnerable to be shot by another arrow, allowing Link to abuse the poor flower. Fun fact, this is the only boss in the game where the dungeon item, the hover boots, is not required. At number 3 is Ganondorf, the final boss of the game. This specifically is his human form, where Link has to reflect his attacks back at him. Once done, a light arrow stuns him where Link can smack the shit out of his arch nemesis. The fight is epic. Link always is on his heels. With all the build-up leading to this fight, it finds its way onto the list. Livadia is the runner-up, boss of the Fire Temple. This ancient dragon has been wreaking havoc inside Death Mountain, and is up to Link to stop him. Mainly because Darunia is the little bitch that could. Using the Megaton Hammer, Link enjoys a fun game of whack-a-mole when stunning the dragon. Look out when she flies around breathing fire and dropping rocks, and enjoy the battle against Livadia. Phantom Ganon is atop the list, boss of the Forest Temple. Being the first adult boss, the expectations were still unknown, and Phantom Ganon completely clobbers them. The first phase features Phantom Ganon and a clone popping out of paintings. Find the right one and peg him with an arrow 3 times in order to move on to the next phase. Once there, you play the most dangerous game of tennis Link has ever played, where victory grants Link the chance to whack the shit out of him. The atmosphere, the intensity makes this the best boss fight in the Ocarina of Time. That is the top 5. Hopefully you agree with the list. For your sake.